Small card games hit our table all the time in our house, and they're some of the most played games in our collection. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 card games that came out in 2023 that just missed our top 10 list, but got to the table constantly because they were so fun and really surprising in how they played out. My name's Ryan Gutowski with One Board Family, and on this channel, we talk about gaming among generations from kids to adults and everybody in between. So let's jump in and see what 3 card games surprised us the most in 2023. First up is Keep It 100 from Cut Games. This game is really unique, and actually I almost didn't give it a chance. When we were originally approached to review and cover this game, I immediately said no because I didn't think it would be a lot of fun. Cut gave us the opportunity to review this game anyway, and once it hit the table, it didn't stop. We ended up playing a lot of Keep It 100, and our teenage kids, along with adults and grandparents in the family, really enjoyed this one too. Players are given a handful of cards at the start of the game, and throughout the game, in each round, the active player is going to play one of the cards to one of 2 different lines in the center of the table. Now, these lines are essentially the numbers 1 through 100. And now, not every number will be represented in there, and sometimes there's going to be large gaps in the display. The goal of the game is to try to find out how many people said yes to the specific question that you're playing from survey results that were taken by Cut and along with other national surveys. So one of the questions may be, out of 100 fathers, do your kids consume too much media? Now, I may not know the answer to that, but I have a good idea as a dad how much media my kids consume and what I would say to that survey question. So I'm going to lay this somewhere in between this line, and once everybody has seen what I said, they're going to get to vote on whether or not I'm right and if they think it's higher or lower. Players are trying to figure out what the results of the question are and being awarded points based on if they guess the right range or if they are higher or lower based on what they think and how they place their markers. This game is really fun because in a party atmosphere or with a large group of people around the table, it causes a lot of conversations. There's a lot of really cool conversations that have happened throughout the year because of Keep It 100. This game surprised me because I thought that it would be an easy game, a little too easy, and I honestly thought that once you play through the cards one time, you would remember everything and that would be it. The game was basically only playable as long as you forgot the questions. I've got to tell you, with I think more than 200 cards in this deck, along with a lot of variability, I can't remember a lot of the answers to the questions, even though we've played this game so many times. This game came out a lot around the holidays. This game came out a lot during vacation, and it's a game that is easy to play over dinner with friends and family. Keep It 100 really surprised us this year, and I'm glad that I gave it a chance because initially I didn't think it would be my cup of tea, but it turned out to be a game that gave us a lot of laughs over the course of the year. Trick-taking games are everywhere, and one of my favorite trick-taking games is Inside Job from KOSMOS Games. This game has a very unique twist on trick-taking because players are playing cooperatively, but there's an insider sitting at the table with you. One of the players at the table is trying to sabotage the results of the trick-taking. They're trying to earn tricks for themselves without being found out. Now, Inside Job is a lot like another cooperative trick-taking game from KOSMOS called The Crew. This was a Spiel des Jahres winner a couple years back, and it's a game that we had in our collection until we got Inside Job. That's right, I ended up giving my copy of The Crew to somebody because I enjoy Inside Job that much. It is a cooperative game, but that hidden traitor mechanic works so well. And the game comes with a lot of other insider roles, which can be played in and out of the game as you feel comfortable with the game mechanics. The bright illustrated card art reminds me of old Spy vs. Spy comic books, and I really like the theme of being an agent who's trying to hide themselves and not be found out by the other agents at the table. It's really deceptively fun, and it's a game where at the 5-player count, you're going to have a lot of fun accusing people as they start to win tricks, and you're like, I don't know who is the insider, but somebody here is trying to ruin this game. If you like social deduction games, if you like trick-taking games, this one merges those two things flawlessly, and this is a game from KOSMOS that honestly goes flying under the radar. You should absolutely check it out. That's Inside Job from KOSMOS Games. Last up is this tiny box game called Nana, which our friend Joe thankfully showed us earlier in 2023. He brought this by our house, showed us how much fun this game is, and we've been playing it ever since. Now, Nana is a game from Japan that you may not easily be able to get, but has recently been branded Trio with its release here in the United States from Happy Camper Games. Trio, or Nana, is a game about memory and trying to get a set of 3 matches. Players are asking the question, show me your highest card or show me your lowest card, or they're looking at a card that's in the center of the table display. Players are ultimately trying to find a set of 3 matching cards, either 3 1s, 3 2s, 3 12s, and they're trying to collect 3 sets of 3 matching cards or find the elusive 777 to win the game. Trio is a memory game, but it's a memory game that even my wife, who doesn't like memory games, really enjoys. Trio has come to the table, or Nana has come to the table a lot this year, and it's a game that's going to continue to hit the table. One thing that I really like about the Trio release from Happy Camper Games is the size of the cards. They went with oversized cards, and the illustrations are a little more eclectic. The illustrations are a lot different against a black card background. I really enjoy the card size of the Trio cards, and I'm very happy that this is going to see a wide release in 2024 from Happy Camper Games. So if you haven't already, be sure to check out Trio, or if you're not in the US, Nana, or I believe it's Trio in Europe. Be sure to check out this game because it is a ton of fun and one of our most played card games of 2023. It's a game that's going to continue to hit the table over and over, and we play probably 7 or 8 games in an hour because it plays that fast. So that's it. These are 3 phenomenal card games that are quick to play, easy to pick up, very accessible for beginners, and games that hit our table all the time. Thank you to all the publishers who have provided copies of these games, KOSMOS, Happy Camper Games, and Cut Games, for providing these copies. Our family has greatly enjoyed all of them. You can find full reviews for these games over at oneboardfamily.com, and be sure to stay tuned for more family gaming goodness on this channel. Thanks so much for joining us, and until next time, we'll see you at the table.